Hello, everybody. Welcome to my reaction of my reaction video. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be making a lot of these videos to see how far or crazy this could get. So I'm going to start watching this video and I'm going to pause it in specific moments or whenever I have like a thought about anything that I'm saying during the video, right? So let's get started with it. Hello, everybody. I thought I'd make this video where I am not really gonna prepare anything. In this video, I'm just gonna be speaking off whatever I have in my head, and I'm gonna be making I'm gonna be making like a reaction of this reaction, and I'm basically going to see like how far I can take it. I'm also thinking of maybe like stepping away a little bit from like the world of ideas. Like I really do like it. I enjoy thinking of different things, having different ideas. But lately I Yeah, this is true. I'm actually gonna stop like by like stepping away a little bit from the world of ideas. I'm actually gonna stop reading and maybe also watching like videos so I don't overstimulate my mind with ideas, and I don't feel like so anxious about things. So yeah, I am gonna do this. I am doing this actually. I not only do I not have as many ideas as I used to when I first started making these videos, or like just in general as I used to have. But I've also noticed that I tend to get like a little bit anxious, especially when I'm like in front of the camera and just speaking like this. And I don't know if it's like, I was thinking about this, and I don't know if it's the fact that there's like an energy that, like the camera sucks from you, or it takes away energy, or you just become exhausted after some time, like you get burnt out because, I think about celebrities and or like famous people or like, professional athletes. And I think about, how are they able to maintain that intense rhythm, right? Like, or like musicians when they have to, I don't know, go on tour, like Taylor Swift right now that's doing like her almost 2 year tour, like that's hard work, like being an artist, for example. Imagine like recording a song until you get it right. Well, I wanted to because I'm talking about something different, but I wanted to talk about that which I said, which was like becoming exhausted by doing something. Like let's say you're working out and you're always working out and you never stop to take a break. Like let's say you've been working out for 5 years every day or every week. I think there needs to be not just a break, as in like I'm gonna stop, I'm not doing exercise today or this week, but you actually need like, I would even say like if you've been working out every day for 3 years, you need like 6 months or even a year where you don't work out. If you've been reading for 3, 4 years, you may need like a year where you don't read, right? Like literally taking like a long break, like a hiatus from whatever it is you're doing, because that could also overwhelm you and burn you out, right? Recording a video until you get it right. Imagine being an actor and having to, scene after scene after scene. Like in Family Guy, I was watching this clip where it was basically like, yeah, we're gonna travel all the way to some other part of the world. We're gonna set up all this equipment. We're gonna do all of these things just to shoot like a 10-second scene, right? And all of that is hard work, and that just doesn't come easy because think about like what you do for work, right? And then think about what other people do for work. See? Okay, here I think I'm like stumbling with my words and with my ideas, but I kind of understand like the message. And I think there are do that. It wouldn't be hard work for them because they enjoy it, not only because they enjoy it, but because it's the stage in which they're in. That which they're doing is what they're supposed to be doing because naturally that's where they are, right? But I think the problem comes when you force yourself to do things that you're not supposed to be doing, right? Like if you're not supposed to be studying and reading all these books, then why are you doing that, right? Just because it's good, like you got to check those things, right? Right now, like thinking about this, I'm kind of getting, like not confused, but I tend to have this like a little bit of like an out of body experience, and it kind of becomes overwhelming. Not out of body, but it's more of like I guess they call it depersonalization or something like that, where you're kind of like out of your body, out of yourself. Yeah, I did a little bit of research on this. It's called depersonalization. Look at how I look. Depersonalization or derealization, which is like a little bit different. I think for me, it's more in terms of derealization, which is like you just kind of feel not distant or out of your body, but like I guess kind of confused, overwhelmed. But I guess it's like overwhelmed because you're overstimulated by a lot of things. And it does happen when you get like stressed out or, when you have like so many things going on. In this case, I really don't, but I again I force myself with like books and all these things, and that's why I'm kind of like, trying to step away from that a little bit. Well, not really out of your body because it's not like a camera where you're looking in from the out or from the outside, right? But yeah, I feel like I don't even know how long I've been doing this. It's not disappointing. Well, it kind of is that like there aren't really that much views or things like that. Or, the topics I used to talk about are just kind of like euphoric, kind of like spontaneous spark uh, type of conversations and topics, which I find to be interesting in that moment. And what I was thinking of doing is like coming back to my, previous videos and just kind of seeing how I used to do that. And then maybe, not copy or mimic that, but just get an idea and a sense of how these videos used to be. Um, but anyway, yeah, like I talk about things that I've thought about in the day. Like earlier, I was thinking about a couple things, a couple situations, a couple life situations, a couple of life circumstances. You know how I think. By euphoric topics, I mean that they were topics or they are topics that you might be interested in for like a little bit. Talk about, reactions for like 1 or 2 days, but then if you keep working on reactions for weeks, then that just gets like boring for me, right? So it's like something that I'm very interested in for like that moment, and but then as time goes by, like it's not interesting anymore, right? Um, Certain people can achieve certain things, or why certain people are able to achieve certain things and others aren't. Just this whole idea behind the pandemic, and ever since, like the decades, right? Like recently there's been a lot of noise about the Diddy parties, and all of those happened through the 90s and the 2000s, right? And back then, I mean, like people were just crazy, right? And not just like celebrities, like just people in general. Think of your friends back then. Think of what you were doing back then, right? And 2010s, like things start to slow down. Oh yeah, I was thinking about like how maybe the president, that you're under during that time is like, or like basically influences the life you live in that time, right? But again, I can't go like beyond just those initial ideas. Like it's just the idea and that's it, and I feel like I used to develop it more. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace. So one thing I wanted to mention about the presidents is that I can go further into it. I can actually give you like examples of real life examples when I was living in the States under George Bush, how it felt, right? Or how, just different examples, and maybe even like interview people, or just, I always work from a very subjective experience situation, right? So just people's perceptions of certain presidents, of certain, because I kind of do feel like that does influence, but I'm really not sure. But anyway, I think it was fun watching me. I haven't watched myself in a long time. And I feel like I don't do that bad of a job. I thought it was like worse because during that video, I kind of got a little bit of that like anxiety going. Right now, I got it too a little bit, but I think it's like a little bit more under control. And like I said, just stepping back, stop getting overstimulated with like books and information, right? Right. And also like social media. Social media is like massive, overstimulation, right? Like this, that, like right now, the Joker 2 sucks and all this stuff, right? So anyway, that's all I got for this video. And I'll see you in the next reaction, in the third reaction, okay? So have a good day. Bye.